Hello, welcome back. Have you ever wondered how to get insights of your data? There are many tools out there like Power BI, Tableau, Jump, but they are very complex. They're usually expensive and takes a lot of time to learn. That's when you should think of pivot tables in Excel because it is very easy to learn and implement immediately with no extra cost because you already might have an Excel. So pivot table is an Excel's feature which is very powerful feature for data analysis. By the end of this video, you'll be able to learn how to develop your own pivot tables for your own data analysis. Pivot table is a feature of Excel that is helpful to summarize, analyze, explore, and present data. It's an interactive way to quickly summarize large amounts of data. On the other hand, pivot charts complement pivot tables by adding visualizations to the summary of data in pivot table. And that allow you to easily see comparisons, patterns, and trends. Both pivot tables and pivot charts enable you to make informed decisions about critical data. Usually this can be used when you're querying large amounts of data in many user-friendly ways. For example, subtotaling and aggregating numeric data, summarizing data by categories and subcategories, and creating custom calculations and formulas, expanding and collapsing levels of data to focus on results, and drilling down to details from the summary data for areas of interest to you. Filtering, sorting, grouping, and conditionally formatting the most useful and interesting subset of data, enabling you to focus on just the information you want. For this video demo, we use sales order data of a stationery shop. As you see here, this data has order date, the date on which order took place, and the region in which sales order came from, representative name, item that was ordered, how many units of the item that was ordered, and cost of each unit. At the same time, the price to which we are going to sell it. When you have data, make sure that it is in tabular form as shown here, and make sure that it doesn't have any blank and empty values, and it is correctly formatted so that it is easy for us to make proper analysis. If there are any spaces, you can trim those off using trim functions, but usually making sure that everything is in a simple tabular form will helpful. If you have data other than this table form, it may not be suitable for this analysis. Basically, we have to do data cleanup before we start using this data for our data analysis. Pivot table can be created very easily in few simple clicks. As you look at this data, just click on one of these cells and go to Insert tab. Now you see two options available. One is pivot table and other one is recommended pivot tables. This one is provided by system by its own analysis, it is suggesting few options. You can select one of those if it makes sense to you. For this video purpose, we can just do from scratch. So I click cancel, click pivot table. As you see here, as soon as you click pivot table, we have this new small pop-up form came, and it has two options, new worksheet and existing worksheet. So basically it is asking where do you want to place this new pivot table that is going to be created. Just select default value and click OK. As soon as you click OK, now new pivot table area got created here on left side. On the right side we have a new panel which has bunch of features in it. Just drag and drop any items into this below fields. That your new table is formed. That's it. Now you created a pivot table. If you look at this right hand side panel, it has multiple sections in it. This first section shows all the list of fields your data has, and we have these 4 different sections which can be used to arrange the columns. So basically you just have to drag and drop these columns into one of these 4 sections to get the results you want. It basically depends on what kind of analysis you want to do. If you want to see the columns, then you want to drop the field into this column section. If you want to see the value in the row level, then you want to drop that field into this row section. For example, if I want to know how many sales made in each region for each product, that means product needs to be in the column section, which is nothing but item here, and the region will be in the row section. So as soon as I drop item in the column section, if you look at the table, we have column headers as what we have in different items. If you look at this sales order data, we have items as binder, desk, pen, etc. You can see same values here in the column headers. Similarly, whatever the values we have in region column will be shown as headers in the row section, central, east, or part of region. It is that simple. You can have multiple levels of headings. Let's say we have different regions, but in each region we have different representatives. So let's say if I want to get sales made by each representative in each region, I simply have to drag this rep into this rows column. See, now as soon as you drop rep, here you see we have additional extra level. You can minimize using this plus minus symbol. You can also rearrange this. Let's say if I want to draw, if I drag rep up, you see that so representative now acts as first level, and the region values will be acting as second level. You can sort the data in this table by simply clicking right mouse click button and select and select one of these 2 options. Pivot tables, we have 2 concepts. One is custom field and other one is custom item. If you want to create new column, then you use custom field, whereas if you want to create new row, then you use custom item. Let's say if you want to calculate profit of each item, then you might want to create custom field. So if I want to create a custom field, first I want to get cost and profit. Sorry, I want to get cost and price. So let's drag and drop unit cost and price. So now if you look at this table, oh, we have so many decimal points here. You can simply select, go to home and select reduce decimals. So here we already have 2 decimals. Now we want to create a custom field. How do you create? Just click on this and go to analyze and click field items and sets and click calculate field. Now you can give name of the field, let's say profit margin, and here in formula section you can type your own formula. In this case, if you want to calculate your profit margin, I simply have to select the difference of cost and price. Let's say price minus cost and multiply with number of units. So you can use asterisk to multiply, and you can simply double click or you can click insert field. So either way works to put the field into this formula section. Click insert, so click add. Okay, so if you look at here, now we have a new column that showed up here, which is called profit margin, and the sum of profit margin is automatically calculated. So whereas if you want to create custom item, just click on this one of these rows and go to this one, click on calculated item. So in this case, I just want to create a new item that consists of every item except, let's say, binder. So as soon as you select these fields, it shows you all the possible values on the right hand side. So let's say I want to select item, let's say all but binder, and so you can create a new formula by simply adding everything else. Double click plus double click and add, click OK. Now if you see here, we already have new row showed up. This is called all but binder. We just created that. So now I can simply click on this and unselect everything else. See, now we have same results. If you look at here on the right bottom side, we have values. At the same time, we have small arrow button. If you click and click on value field settings, you can see different functions available. So in this context, some of the price makes sense, but if you want to use count, you can just use count and click OK. If you click on this, any one of these values and right click, you'll see show values as an option. So what that means is that instead of showing the values, we can show as percentage. If I just select this one, now if you look at these values, instead of showing as count or some of the units, now it is being shown as percentage. It is very helpful to see how each item is contributing towards total sum of units. So far we have covered columns, values and rows, but when do we use these filters? Let's say, so we have region and representatives in rows column and the item is in columns column. And now if you look at this data, we have multiple groupings here. So if you are not interested to look this, the other way to implement this is simply drag this region to the filter section. So as soon as you drag, you can see here we have new filter popped up here. So you can select any one of these items and click OK. Now data will be shown only for the selector filter. Or you can select multiple by clicking this one and select multiple. In this case I selected 2. Then now we can see this shown data is for both of those regions. This is very useful tool if you have large amount of data and filter based on your needs. You can also group some of these rows together. Let's say if I want to group Andrews, Gil, Howard and Jordan together, I can simply select all those things and go to Analyze and click on Group Selection. See, now these all 4 formed a group. Now we can see that okay, how much these 4 people together generated sales versus each other individual. This is similar to what we have seen in custom item here, but this is an additional concept that you can use. This is similar to what we have seen in custom item here, but this is an additional concept that you can use. You simply go to Analyze section and click on PivotCharts. Once you click, you can select different types of charts that you want to see. Let's say in this case I want to see bar chart or column chart, and click OK. So now you can see that how many sales each person made in different type of items. You can simply right click and change the chart type to any other chart type, depends on how you want to see it. That's all I have for you. Thank you for watching. Please do comment, like and share, and don't forget to subscribe.